Sarah, and she laughed.
She sure did.
3 angels came to her husband, Genesis 18:12, and they told him that at his advanced age in life, at his wife's advanced age, they were going to become parents.
Yes, they were.
So Genesis 18:12 reads, so Sarah laughed to herself as she thought, after I am worn out and my master is old, will I now have this pleasure? Hey, if you were a woman 89 years of age and someone told you you were going to give birth to a child,
Lights off, please.
25 years after Abraham left Haran, he became the father of the promised son. Before God does something great, he often takes us through time, and he also often asks us to do something ridiculous, like asking Abraham, before he became the father of Isaac, when he was 99 years of age, to be circumcised. Absolutely ridiculous. Sarah did not believe.
So funny, Pastor.
But God was up to something anyway.
Go, Pastor.
So Genesis 21, verses 5 through 7 says, Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him.
Sorry,
Sarah
Pastor.
said,
We wanted to show me on
and
your
everyone who hears
video.
about this will laugh with me. And she added, who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children, yet I have borne him a son in his old age.
Wow.
The Assemblies of God is 99 years of age. Will we be like Abraham, or will we be like some other denominations or fellowship that have fallen away from the gospel and from apostolic doctrine and experience? Will at 99 years of age we have a fresh birth, a fresh renewal of the Holy Spirit in our midst? Sarah laughed.
Yes, Lord.
The first time she laughed was at the absurdity of
the first time we laughed, Pastor.
The second time she laughed was when the baby was in her arms. How do we apply that?
I don't know.
Now, let me ask you this question. What might God want to do in your life that is so ridiculous that you just feel like laughing? It's utterly absurd. We got a lot of young people here this evening. What is the Lord saying to you in your heart as you're here this week? That is
and like that lady back there.
So beyond your talent, so beyond your skills, so beyond your family background.
Yes, Pastor, go, yeah, woohoo!
Not laugh out of disrespect, but just simply
yes, of course not.
So absurd. I pray that we will have a generation in the Assemblies of God
we
that
will, Pastor.
When God speaks to your heart, but not a laugh of unbelief, but a laugh.
Don't cry, Pastor. You'll do great without crying.
We often quote the statement.
Don't shush me.
From our second General Council. Our first General Council was in April 1914, but the early believers liked to meet a lot, so they were back at it in November of 1914 in Chicago for their second General Council. It was in that General Council that they adopted this resolution. As a council,
there we
hereby
go.
Look. Our gratitude to God for his great blessing upon the movement in the past. We're grateful to him for the results attending this
great people, I bet.
And we commend ourselves and the movement to him for the greatest evangelism that the world has ever seen. We pledge our hearty cooperation, prayers, and help to this end. If you had been there in 1914, you would have laughed.
I would have laughed.
It was a
yes, we would have. Of course we would, Pastor.
The gale
Are you silly?
Of doctrinal controversy were just on the horizon.
Of course I
am. What we know is the oneness controversy. Listen,
yes,
tell
Pastor.
you, pastors, when God is about to do something great, you'll often find out that first division breaks out.
Go, Pastor. Go, Pastor. Go, Pastor. Go, Pastor. Woohoo!
In those early days, there was a letter I found in the Pentecostal Evangel in 1914. It was a love letter to the Pentecostal movement from a friend. You have nothing to fear from outside forces that are arrayed against you, but everything to fear from dissensions arising from within. If any religious movement, this is 1914, if any religious movement has had to rise above and ride over, as it were, the foolishness of its professed friends and followers, it is the movement represented by the Pentecostal people.
For
As the
Pastor
electric street lamp on a summer night draws by its powerful illumination the insects in
Pastor.
unnumbered quantities and varieties.
You're in my way. What are you
That's
doing?
the end of the game. Good night.